I used to think about the effort St. Claret took when he was in Cuba as Archbishop, how much efforts he took to help the poor and the needy. We had the idea of the mainland and the missions, as if missions are somewhere else and we need to support the missions. But this is not the case anymore. Each year we do around 50 to 60 projects, small and big, in the different continents.
Greetings to all and welcome to iClaret podcast. This is the first episode of our series, and in this episode, we're going to welcome Father Lord Wiener, a Galatian missionary that has served the congregation for long. Welcome, Father.
Thank you for having me.
Father Lord, as you conclude your 9 years as Procurator or General Procurator of Mission Procurator. How do you reflect on this journey, both personally and spiritually?
Yeah, I joined the General Mission Procurator of the congregation in 2016, and at that time it was the assistant to the General Mission Procurator, Father Vincent de Sanz. So 3 years I served as assistant, and in 2019 I became the General Mission Procurator, and for the 6 years I was running the office. Personally, I felt that it is a great satisfaction for me, and also that I was well prepared for the job, because I was serving as 8 years Mission Procurator in the province of Chennai, and then another 7 years in the delegation of Calcutta. So when I came here, I was having sufficient experience. And I also had academic preparations with my doctorate in social work. So that gave me also clarity about what can be done and what has to be done. So in the congregation, the Mission Procurator is already existing, and from the years 95 onwards, in one form or another, we had the Mission Procurators functioning in the congregation. But when I took up, the General Mission Procurator was also functioning like one among the many procurators. So there was a need for bringing it to the level of an procurator which coordinates other procurator. So we followed the criteria of the congregation for project management. We implemented that and tried to build up a structure. So today we have reached a level where the projects are well coordinated between the fundraising mission procurators, especially in Europe and America, and also the fund receiving mission procurators which are in other continents. So between the global north and the south, the General Mission Procurator serves as a bridge, and also it involves in other fundraising activity like circulation, mission lay, and other things. So it wouldn't have been possible without the hard work also of Claudia Palantini, who joined in 2021. So as a team, we could work on a lot of projects. Also, when Father Gabriel Ponce joined us, so we became a good working team that we could do a lot of things together. Yes. Okay. Also on the spiritual side, I used to think about the effort St. Claret took when he was in Cuba as Archbishop, how much efforts he took to help the poor and the needy. And also on the other side, he was a very strong preacher. So he was printing books, selling books. So he was always a person who engaged himself in activities on the pastoral side and in the spiritual and in the social side. So this was like an example for us, as per every mission procurator it should be, that our founder has given us a very great spiritual heritage to follow. And from my side, I always pray when we submit a project to an agency, so we get things approved for the good of our missions.
Thank you so much, Father. You have given us a very clear idea of your experience as person and your spiritual experience as a General Mission Procurator. But maybe for those that are unfamiliar with the General Mission Procurator, can you explain its mission and why it's vital in the life and mission of the congregation, Recreation Missionary?
Yeah. See, in the congregation, the General Mission Procurator exists because it's already found in the directory. In the number 123, we have the objectives of a mission procure, both in the province level or in the organism level and in the general level. If you see those days when things were being formed, we had the idea of the main gland and the missions, as if missions are somewhere else and we need to support the missions. But this is not the case anymore. We have missions now all over the world. We are in 72 countries, and there are countries in which missionaries work in their own countries as missionaries. So this concept of mainland and mission is no more there. Every place is a mission place. So in these contexts, the mission procures of the organism work as agents which support through financial and other means for the development of the missions. Because when we travel around the world, we see how important it is for the missionaries to receive support. They work with very poor people, they work in the peripheries, so they are in need of a lot of intellectual as well as financial support. So the mission procure of the delegation or the province, the organisms in general, they work towards that. We have two types of mission procure, as I mentioned. The fundraising mission procures, which are present in European and American continents, they work also very hard to raise the funds to send for the missions.
Sure.
And those mission procures in the receiving side or in the global south, they also work very hard to distribute or to do certain projects. And the new thing that is coming in the congregation is local fundraising. Now, it is better that countries don't look outside for help, because many countries are developing, even like we see the change happening in Africa especially, and there is a lot of possibilities that in the future, in the near future, we will have many countries that can support their own people who are poor or in need. So we clinicians should have also develop local fundraising methods by which we try to develop funds for the mission within the same country.
Is that? Now that we have a nice and clear idea, what is the role of a General Mission Procurator? I would like you to share to us some projects. We know that you have guided numerous pastoral and social projects around the world. Can you share with us one or two projects that were particularly meaningful to you or transformative for the community that the project served?
Good. See, each year we do around 50 to 60 projects, small and big, in the different continents. Some of the projects they are very much closer to our hearts, not because of their volume, the funds, but the activities that have happened. For example, there was a project in East African province, East Nigerian province. We wanted to implement the water project in a particular village, and there was trouble between the parish and the youth of that village, and we could not implement the project. So we are continuously asking the mission procurator what's happened. But at one point of time, he was so happy and he said, Father, we could implement. And in fact, I visited that place and the people were so happy. They were all taking us in procession and we had a meeting. And they were explaining how this project changed the village. What was a cause for a conflict has become a cause for uniting the people. So that is a good example for me. Another one I could say is about Claritiana. That's the Claritian University in Colombia. We have in Quibdó, in the Choco region, the University of the Claritian University. They were in the city and we were relocating them outside the city in a new place. And we had a lot of difficulties with regard to many of the people stopping the work at many times. So gradually we could come up and explain to the people who were stopping the work. Maybe they had some kind of looting and things happening, so we could not proceed at times. But the university made a special decision. We are not going to pay money. We are going to explain to those people who are stopping us how important the university is. That bore fruit, and gradually they could start the work, and now the university is coming up very well. So these are some instances where we get into projects, difficulties in projects, but they transform people who are implementing those projects.
Thank you so much, Farah. And from what he said, we can notice that the General Mission Procurator works closely with vulnerable groups in a way Claritian missionaries are working also. And you prioritize solidarity with the poor. But I want to know from your experience as a General Mission Procurator, how this way of considering the poor shaped the projects that you guided or championed the congregation, and also how it affected the partnership, with donors that's in builds.
Yeah. When we set up new mission procures in organisms, because when we took up the charge, there were many organisms that did not have mission procures. So we initiated the process and mission procures were started. But to our surprise, the initial projects that came from this kind of new procures are mainly to solve the needs of the missionaries. Because, of course, our missions are also in very poor situations. But gradually we could see that change into people's needs. Many of the people's needs are prioritized. And so we have projects like for water, for livelihood, for food security. So most of this connected with the needs of the people were focused. Another trail with which we got more assistance was through the SOMI network. Because
What is SUMI?
Okay, SOMI is Solidarity and Mission. But that's the concept. It evolved in 2014 onwards with the meeting of the prefects of apostolates and those involved in special ministries. This is a link between the Justice and Peace and the Mission Procure. So in the Justice and Peace organ, we have the JPAC General Secretariat, which connects with Vatican and the congregational JPAC documents. They give us the congregational and the church idea about working for justice. Then we also have our presence in the United Nations, where we get the development thinking of the world. And that is also brought into the congregation through our members working in the UN. So these two are enriching the provinces and the delegations. And this is transforming the way projects are developed. Because projects are fruits of the development thinking of our missionaries working in the ground. So previously, they had limited experience in this area because our training with regard to this, the seminaries are limited. Yes. But with this new enriched information, we could go to the poor not only to give them charity, but justice. And also based on the development growth that is happening in the world. So we work in the micro level, but with the idea of the macro level. This is the new thing that is coming with this Songi network.
Yeah. Well, we can notice that we had a long journey that's really of growth. That was of growth of the understanding of General Mission Procure in these 9 years. Now that Father, you have handed over to the new General Mission Procurator, that is Father Gabriel Ponce. What do you see as the biggest challenges and opportunities of the General Mission Procure moving forward? And at the same time, let us know the message you can give to all the collaborators that you worked with and those that supported your office and your mission.
Yeah. See, the biggest challenge I would say is very simple. It is the high volume of projects we are supposed to fund. Sure. And this was a very great concern for me. And in fact, we were working nowadays till I gave up the office towards reducing the number of projects that we have. Because there is a lot of hope created and people have presented projects. So it's our responsibility to respond to it. Though we were engaged in building an infrastructure, it is towards this. So this is the time for delivery. Okay, so it's a challenge. The second one would be also the training of the mission procurators. Because we get people appointed who may not be very well trained in this. So we have to do some on-job training, and we also had some form of trainings going on. But we need much more than this to solve the problem of reducing the number of projects we have. But we have the good possibility on that because recently we made the strategic plan for the General Mission Procure. In the next 6 years, how the General Mission Procure has to function. And this plan was developed in consultation with all the stakeholders, with the mission procurators, with the provincial superiors, prefects of apostolate, with the general government, and also the beneficiaries who were the recipients of the project. So we put together all these ideas and we have developed the strategic plan. So for the new team, the plan is already there for the next 6 years. So they can easily take it ahead. So my message would be, the best is yet to come. I wouldn't say that I have done all that is needed. No, we have done the infrastructure. We have created the General Mission Procure office in the congregation in a functional way. And if it can be worked better and with a lot of commitment from the mission procurators and in the line with the general government, we can deliver a lot of fruits. So that is my wish also, that this office should continue to function and deliver more fruits in the years to come.
Thank you so much. And I hope this sharing has helped us to understand the General Mission Procure, but also to value the work done by our brother, Father Lord Winner, as we wish him also a happy continuity of your mission and you are really a resourceful person for the commission, and I'm sure that wherever you go, you'll be helpful for the mission. Thank you, Father.
Thank you very much.